We could stare at the before and afters all day long. The wow effect is so impressive. And if the recent resurge in furniture makeovers has you wanting to roll up your sleeves and take on a project of your own, today we get inside the head of a designer and learn the steps. Do-it-yourselfer Angela Short has a knack for spotting potential and making an old piece useful again. She's here to share her inspiration for furniture flips, really, those before and afters. I mean, we could just gawk and stare all day. It's so fun to see. Do you experience that same thrill even after you've done so many pieces?
Yeah. Well, the fun is I purchase a piece and I see it done. So then to dress it up and actually see it really done and have it match is magic.
The evolution, start to finish, it would feel magical. Let's start with what you look for, though, Angela, when you're scouting those pieces. What's the first thing and the most important thing to consider when you're finding an old piece?
First of all, space is at a premium. Nobody has large homes anymore. The newer generation is going for smaller. So I take the big armoire or the big hutch, and you got to scale it down. So one thing I think is so fun is you can take a hutch and you can make it the bottom half into a great credenza or a TV display piece.
Yeah.
And you can take the top, put some legs on, and you can actually make that into a great bookcase. So in this case, the piece that we're looking at, just take off the chunky doors. They're way too ornate. Take off the skirt, add some new legs, and in this case, we added a new wood top, and fabulous.
Lovely.
It's just absolutely fabulous.
So you're only looking at half the piece in some situations.
Exactly.
You're making the bold statement that armoires are out.
Yep.
Really?
I know, I love them.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I love them.
But just not what people are after right now.
No, space is just too big of a premium.
Okay. And where I know we're going to talk a little bit more about mid-century modern and that style preference, but where people are leaning toward more sleek pieces, how much can you tweak? If it's ornate and chunky and thick and detailed, how much control can you have?
That's a good question. So there are some pieces I stay away, but some that I can see if I just take off the door, the skirt, it's great.
It lightens it up enough.
Yeah.
Where are you finding hardware? That's where my eye often goes as kind of the game changer. I know it's a small detail, but it seems to make a big difference.
Makes a big, big difference. So I always say splurge. On this piece that we're looking at, it was just so fantastic, and believe it or not, free right there on the boulevard of Bountiful.
Amazing.
It was unreal. But cut the top off, and then this had to have the right accessories, just had to have the right hardware because it was so fabulous. And believe it or not, Amazon has everything I ever need.
I've heard that for hardware.
Yeah. Which is so crazy, and then you can get it the next day, which I really love.
Give us our
I'm so impatient.
And give it now. So
yeah.
Amazon, a good place for quality hardware.
Yeah.
Where else are you shopping?
And then sometimes I get really lucky at TJ Maxx and Home Goods. They will have pieces that were returned, but they're so unique and so fabulous. So I love that.
I reference that mid-century modern look and appeal, and it seems the 50s are where it's at right now in terms of furniture shape and silhouette. Why do you think we're so attracted to that now, again?
Everything cycles. Everything in fashion, every 20 years comes back. In furniture, everything cycles back. So the one thing that I am thrilled about with the modern research is that it's the best quality furniture. And I went on this morning, I just thought I better put my money where my mouth is and see, can I really get mid-century modern furniture just at easy access. And I found 4 pieces under $100 within 3 minutes of searching.
So it's out there.
It's so out there.
You just have to find it. Another good tip, and this is a look through your lens, is to see a furniture piece in a different place in the house. In other words, a dresser doesn't have to be in the bedroom, right?
Correct. Yeah, so take a great shaped piece that has great storage in a shelf and put it in your kitchen. Make it an island. So I've done that a couple times. Just add wheels to the bottom, add new home hardware, and this one, when I sanded off the top veneer that was on it, it had a butcher block wood that was just to die for. So I'm always pleasantly surprised, and the first thing that I really recommend is when you're looking at the mid-century modern pieces are the greatest shape, but they're covered with this ugly, ugly plastic kind of faux paint.
The finishing.
Yeah, that will really turn people off, which is the reason they sell them for so inexpensive.
Yeah.
But if you can sand, and anybody I think can sand, I've got my little niece, 15 years old, out working with me lately on a piece.
How
and
fun.
It's so fun. But she's fabulous. So I think, okay, she can do it. She's never done this before. Anybody can do it. It's a little bit of work, but take off that finish, sand it down, and the wood quality, and wood right now is the biggest trend.
Okay.
So go with whatever finish you like on that wood, but keep as much wood as you can possible, and yeah, throw it in your kitchen. Throw it under a TV as a great console. Dressers are fabulous for that because then you have storage.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're beautiful.
Quickly, we've got a flash 20 seconds left, but I know there are some examples where you don't have to overthink it. It's not about completely turning it over, but just seeing the potential that's there and enhancing that, right? You did that recently with a coffee table.
Oh, it was so fun how it turned out. So beautiful wrought iron, and I wanted wood for the top, but the wood prices have just gone astronomically high.
Yeah.
So I thought, where can I get wood? Well, I went to an estate sale, bought a table, an old antique table, sanded it down, new stain, and it was just gorgeous.
Lovely.
Gorgeous.
Angela, thank you. Thank you for your insights and letting us learn through your experience. Where can we see more of your work?
Please check me out at angela.short.home on Instagram. And I actually have a couple mid-century modern dressers I've just completed, and I'll have a lot more this week. So.
Excited to get them out there and find them a new home.
Yes.
We'll link you over from our website, too, so you can connect and dream and be inspired and even shop, too. Thanks again, Angela.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.